to Prime Time Basketball fans as we are coming to you live from the Eagles' Nest of Big Walnut High School here in Delaware County, Ohio. We have a good one for you here. The Purcell Marian Cavaliers, the four-time state champions in pursuit of their fifth, taking on the Big Walnut Golden Eagles, who went to the Final Four before dropping to the eventual state champions, and they are in search of hardware glory this season. Should have a good one coming for you next. I've got Joe Baylog in the booth with me. Join us for the pregame show coming up next.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
What are we doing? Blue 41, hut, Jory, I said you have to use your back. You back up into him, then you open up the lane. It's a new technique that we're using.
Yes, coach.
Do it again. Ain't no way I'm doing that again. Brody, get in here and show them how it's done. Yes, coach.
This Sunday, we need to get every tailgater a Pepsi to amp up their food's flavor.
We usually work on Sundays.
I'll cancel my plans.
Why would you throw that?
Pepsi does make it taste better.
Try it again with the pork. How do we get to the cooler? It's too crowded.
When in Philly.
Works every time.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule, and it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Purcell Marian, the Lady Cavaliers, and the Big Walnut Lady Golden Eagles. The Lady Cavaliers 11-3 and 5-0 in the conference. Big Walnut 11-4 and a flawless 8-0 in the conference. Joining you from the Eagles Nest of Big Walnut High School, I've got Joe Baylog in the booth with me. Joe, how you doing?
Doing really, really well. This should be an exciting basketball game against two powerhouse girls basketball teams in the state of Ohio.
And of course, the storyline, the Cavaliers, the four-time reigning state champions. They are the fourth team in all of OHSAA to ever pull off the four-peat, and they're searching for the five-peat, graduating out a couple of really star-studded senior lineups last year, but they are showing that they are just the same old team, capable of the same old business. And of course, Big Walnut going down in the Final Four game to a very, very tough squad. And they, talking with the coaches, they said that really took them a long time to get over, and they are hungry for another run at a championship. Taking a look at our team spotlight for the Purcell Marian Lady Cavaliers. And as we mentioned, the four-time consecutive Division III champions. Taking a look at their last three, they ended up going down yesterday during the tournament, but on the 14th, defeating Cincinnati Country Day 79-20, defeating Wayne on the 12th 69-58, and Summit Country Day 74-37. And taking a look at all of their conference games, they beat all of their conference opponents by about 30 points at least, and this is a team that just stands out above the rest.
Yeah, and I think the thing that, you know, Coach Mosley's tried to do is really challenge this team by the non-league schedule that they play, and that's been typical of what they pretty much have done all year. I mean, they have 4 losses. I think their first loss of the year was to Milford, and I think they're like one of the top 10 ranked teams no matter what division in the state of Ohio. They got beat by 2 academy schools, one of them yesterday. And then the only team that I think really kind of handled them is Dayton Chaminade Julienne. So, you know, they're kind of a team that's, I think, maybe finding their stride a little bit here, because you lost, I think, a player in D. Alexander, was maybe one of the best high school players in the country a year ago. I think she's at Cincinnati, and I can't think of the girl's name that's at Ohio State as a freshman also. When you lose 2 players like that, you got some big shoes to fill.
Taking a look at our player spotlight, looking at who is looking to fill those shoes, and we picked Samaya Wilkins. And in the 25 state championship, they had 21 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 blocks. And coming into this season, probably one of the best players on this squad, and with the size as well, she can stand up against anyone.
Yeah, I mean, I think I just saw an interview this morning with several of the players, and she was one of them that mentioned just about their goal of trying to prove that they're still going to be a really good basketball team, and that goal of trying to win 5 in a row. I mean, to win 4 in a row is just unbelievable. But we'll see tonight. I mean, that's why you play these kind of games. I think you take a look across the state this weekend, there's a lot of events similar to this where you see really good teams challenging each other, because tournament draw, I think, for the girls is probably just about 3 weeks away. I think 3 weeks, I think, for divisions 3 through 7, and maybe 4 weeks for divisions 1 and 2. But hard to believe we're getting to that point of the season.
And for a squad like Purcell Marian coming into a season like this, where you have such high expectations on you, and you're very familiar with the Glory as well, what's it like knowing that you have such a younger team along with you, and you have to manage those expectations, but they're also 15 to 18-year-olds as well?
Yeah, I mean, the thing that you know, their coaching staff has done is they've set such a high standard, and when you set a high standard, those players that have been, you know, in your youth program and played JVs, they understand when somebody leaves it, that as they graduate, there's some shoes you got to fill, and they've had some girls that have filled those shoes pretty well so far this year.
Taking a look at the keys to victory for the Cavaliers, and of course it's going to be the key to victory for stopping any of Big Walnut squad, stopping Mobley, trying to force her out, trying to force her in uncomfortable positions, but also battling on the boards. It's something that Big Walnut can do so well, is giving themselves 2-3 chances at a possession, because they can get the ball back and just fire it beyond the 3-point line and set up the offense once again.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how Purcell decides to attack Big Walnut, because if you remember last year, I think we did a game I believe it was Westerville North, and Sydney Mobley only played about 14 minutes, and that was the key to success for Northland, to keep her off the floor. So if there's any way that maybe they could get her in foul trouble and get her to sit on the bench a little bit tonight, that would be a big, big advantage for them.
Taking a look at the team spotlight for the Big Walnut Golden Eagles, and according to Max Preps, they are the number 11 team in Division II, number 50 team in the state of Ohio. Their last three taking down Brush, which was a huge victory for them, 46-33. Dublin Scioto running away with that victory, 80-17, and the big one, Olin Candy, 59-56, 11-4 on the season, and perfect in the Ohio Capital Conference.
Yeah, I mean, and again, you take a look, they're 11-4. Their losses have been to Magnificant, Hoban, Pike, which I think might be the number 1 team rated in the state of Indiana, and then Cincinnati Princeton, who also has an outstanding girls basketball program. So again, Carrie Largent really challenging this team, you know, with this non-league schedule to really try to prepare them for what they hope's going to be a long run in the tournament.
Taking a look at our player spotlight in a game like this, we got to take a look at Sydney Mobley, and not stats, but rankings rather. According to On3, the number 1 prospect in the state of Ohio, the number 5 power forward, and the number 16 player in her class. Such high hopes for her, has been since her entire playing career, and as a junior, she's going for her 3rd consecutive Conference Player of the Year. So much to say.
Yeah, I mean, and we had the chance, you know, to interview her. Well, you probably had the chance to interview her a couple times, and we had a chance to do Around the Arena with her a year ago. Just a really nice young lady, very well spoken, seems to have a pretty level head, and that's pretty difficult to keep when you're this. You know, you mentioned about being 15, 16, 17 years old, and kind of having, I guess, the pressure put on her that she has, as far as, you know, every Division I team in the country has probably offered her a scholarship.
Sydney Mobley sweepstakes, we like to call it.
Yeah.
And so, take a brief pause for the national anthem as they announce the opening festivities.
It's the game tonight that we're all here and excited for. Basketball fans, we want to welcome you. Just a friendly reminder, we ask that all, please keep in mind to cheer and support all participants in a positive and appropriate manner. Please respect the game, safety in sports. We honor this weekend with Dr. Martin Luther King and his contributions to our society. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the singing of the national anthem.
National anthem out of the way, and we are getting ready to meet at center court here at the MLK Classic Showcase. This is the prime time game of the Monday.
It's time to meet the starters. First, from our visiting from Cincinnati, Purcell Marian Lady Cavaliers, and your Big Walnut Golden Eagles. Let's meet the starters. way, a sophomore, number 24, Riley Black. In the back row, her sophomore, number 23, Shelby Deborah. The junior, number 12, Ricky Logic. Headed to southeastern Florida, the senior, number 2, Lexi Vera. And the lady in the middle, the junior, number 14, Sydney Buckets Mobley. Your Lady Cavaliers are coached by Jamar Mobley, and your head coach for the Golden Eagles is Terry Largent.
And the spirited introductions here at the MLK Classic have been loving hearing them. You'll hear it all throughout the game as well. The PA has been spectacular, a little bit of character.
A little bit of energy in the gym here tonight.
Absolutely. Of course, Rage Cage showing out nicely for Big Walnut. Looking about 30 strong, but the energy they bring is double that size. We are underway here at Big Walnut High School, dishing it out to the corner. And Big Walnut will look to set up. Thrap looking at the baseline. Goes over the basket, so a rebound goes to Purcell Marian.
We have two big post players matched up inside. That's going to be an interesting matchup here tonight.
Trying the three ball is Peterson. Peterson can't get it to drop. Mobley looking up the floor, has two in front of her, one on the right, and they're going to call an offensive foul.
Number 14, Sydney has her first.
We said one of the ways to limit Big Walnut was to find ways to get Sydney Mobley on the bench, and a big charge call there to have her first foul of the night.
So less than a minute in, and Mobley coming up with the rejection.
Big block shot there by Sydney, especially with one foul.
Yeah, not phased at all. Largent fighting for the rebound, and last touch will be against the Cavaliers, so Big Walnut holds on to possession.
In a tough spot to take the ball out of bounds, right in the corner. So usually this time of the year, you're going to kind of have a special play, basically just to get the ball in bounds here. And Mobley just steps right to it to catch it. Big Walnut to set their half-court offense.
They get it to Federer. Now down low to Mobley, working on Peterson. Peterson on her hip, gives it to Thrap. They switch. Now to Mobley, has a mismatch with size, but off the right of the rim, and what doesn't go down. Taking another look at that one. They're gonna call the foul against Thrap, and yeah, I definitely think that's the right call there.
As we said, the block charge is the most difficult foul to call. And there it was called a block. Mobley was able to tip the long pass out of bounds. So out of bounds baseline for the Cavaliers. And they're gonna go a floor, low look across the baseline area.
They throw it in right away, catching Thrap off guard, but just able to disrupt the shot enough. And we have a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to the Cavaliers.
Yeah, quick entry there. You just got to be really awake. And you know, a game like this, baseline out of bounds plays can be really key if you're able to score off of those. Those are kind of the special situations that make a big difference in a basketball game.
Driving baseline, now dishing it out to Claxton underneath the basket for an easy two is Wilkins, and we have our first basket of the game.
Purcell Marian with a very aggressive man-to-man defense. You can see they're a really well-coached team from the standpoint, a lot of talk at the defensive end of the floor.
Allowing Sydney to run the post. She took a bump. Now to the mid-range along the left side. Largent at the top of the key, dishing it out. We'll reset the offense. Back up at the top of the key.
A lot of energy from the Purcell Marian bench here.
Federer trying the three, and Federer finds the three. To the dismay of the bench of the Cavaliers, they thought that that may have been a travel.
Nice kick out from the post. Federer able to knock down that jump shot.
You can walk, you can walk.
Uh-oh, Mobley's gonna get her second foul.
Oh, it looks like she is. So 5:03 remaining here in the first quarter, and Mobley picks up her second.
Yeah, simple reach in foul there. So her second foul with just under 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. So looks like Coach Largent's gonna let her play. They're gonna go right back inside at her too.
And it was Federer who was along the far side that I think forced that turnover. Thrap underneath the basket. No good, but they will say the ball touches the baseline before Thrap's able to get to it.
Yeah, Thrap able to get right at the glass, just not able to finish it off the glass.
Now up at the wing, targeting Mobley. Flying out onto the corner, and the Cavaliers have a three-pointer of their own. Largent tries a deep three. They slap it away, just trying to hold on to possession. Purcell Marian trying to work it inside. On the ground, and they'll say it's going to stay with the Lady Cavaliers. I think a miscommunication on who they're going to pass to, but it ended up working out as she uses the spin move to her advantage underneath the basket.
You can see Purcell Marian's looking like they just want to really attack inside.
Thrap tries the three. They do take Mobley off the floor. See if that changes the game plan. Trying to look for the corner three, but Thrap gets both hands on it, and she's running the break. The floater, too hard off the back iron, will take it back up and go to the free throw line for one more on the three-point play.
That foul is on number 14. Ladies first, it's in the lineup number 3. Soraya Hicks.
So first team foul for Purcell Marian. Thrap short arms it a little bit and can't complete the three-point play. Now back on the other end, underneath the basket, a rejection by Largent.
I mean, both teams really looking to try to attack the basket right now, whether it's a post up or just a hard drive right to the basket.
Dameron playing face up and bothering Wilkins, knocks it out of her hands, forcing the turnover. Thrap looking up the floor, has one in front of her, and finally gets the layup to go down. We're all tied here in the first quarter. Looking baseline, a tough shot. Largent trying to find some breathing room, gets it down to Dameron.
Both teams really aggressive with their defense, half-court defense here, man-to-man.
Really trying to give them no breathing room.
Nope. Nice pass.
Oh, and a great look on the backdoor pass. Alexa Morris. And it seems like if they're willing to give them any sort of space, it's towards the baseline. They wanted a double dribble on it, but Thrapp gets the rebound looking up the floor. It's a little bit behind Largent, but she recovers nicely. Federer taking it up. No, she'll dish it back out. Largent takes a driving lane, falling away off the right foot. And no good, but an offensive rebound from Morris. Federer in motion. And a high rebound goes to Purcell Marian as they come up with the stop. And a tie up, going Big Walnut's way.
Gonna be the 4th turnover of the night for Purcell Marian.
So in the battle of the aggressiveness, I mean, the downside is Sydney Mobley has 2 fouls, but you've been able to create those turnovers. Who do you think the aggressiveness is benefiting more right now?
Well, it's hurt Big Walnut a little bit just because Mobley's got 2 fouls. It's going to be Big Walnut basketball, and Purcell Marian's going to pick up full court.
And so 90 seconds remain here in the first quarter. Able to get a hand on it on the ground is, looks like Morris, and we'll have a jump ball that sends it the other way. Unfortunate for Big Walnut. But Purcell Marian has an opportunity now on this possession to reclaim their lead.
And it looks like they'll, you know, I wouldn't be surprised they go right at Mobley inside.
Yeah, it looks so. Trying to create the switch. Looking for Wilkins on the post. Mobley with their hands up. Now into the corner.
Great
no
box
good.
out.
And Federer with the box out. Littlejohn picking up the foul.
Alexi Federer with a great box out there.
It's a high school coach's dream, isn't it, seeing a box out like that?
I mean, she got her about 4 feet outside the lane, which is great.
Along the sideline.
Largent. Largent got caught in the air trying to make a pass, turned it over.
They'll dish it out. Thrapp comes up. I don't think it was a rejection, but she forced the ball away enough to force a missed shot.
So again, baseline out of bounds. And they like this 1-4 look to get a lot of different actions out of it. Well, now this is interesting because they, with Samaya Wilkins and Courtney Peterson, man, that's a lot of size inside. They do that quick lob again.
And it pays off as it's just a touch, a little touch drill. 30 seconds remain here in the first quarter. Mobley looking baseline. Tries to kiss it off the glass, but unlucky.
Mobley's got to be smart defensively here.
Almost forcing a turnover.
They
and
do.
They finally do, throwing it out of bounds. So it wasn't the hands that caused the turnover, it was the pressure.
Yep.
Ball back to Big Walnut. Entering the contest, number 12, Lauren Brown.
Substitution for the Lady Cavaliers. Just 10 on the clock. Federer finds Mobley from just inside the three-point line. Rolls out, 1 on the clock. Mobley takes control of it, but time will expire. So that brings it into the first quarter. Fairly low-scoring affair, 11-9. Purcell Marian leading this one over Big Walnut. Stay with us for second quarter action coming up next.
better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Checking back in for second quarter action here at the Eagles Nest at the MLK Classic in the prime time and conclusionary game. Nice give and go. Mobley takes it to the basket for two.
Her first 2 points of the night. And I was just going to mention that Largent or Mobley had not scored, but Mobley able to get the basket here to tie it up, start the second quarter.
Great ball movement. Now Morris comes up with the steal, looking for an option, but ends up throwing it behind Mobley, and it's a turnover.
Third turnover of the night for Big Walnut, 6 turnovers so far for the Cavaliers.
Looks like that one was Brown offline. Mobley with the rebound. Scoops it now to Morris. Morris can't find the basket. Picking them up at 3/4. Now the offense has a chance to set up. Claxton trying the triple. She was all alone.
Claxton with that trail spot in transition. Great pass to Mobley inside.
Mobley taking it from one end to the floor, the other, an unobstructed and easy layup for her. Rage cage over there for Big Walnut, of course, giving it to the Lady Cavaliers, bringing the energy. Claxton working off a screen. Largent's on her. Wilkins tries the three. Clanks off the back iron. Now looking up the floor is Big Walnut.
Well, Mobley's got going a little bit here in the second quarter, but Remy Largent really hasn't had a chance to get open yet. Close.
Thrap tried the three. Throws it right away into the hands of Mobley. She'll just slow it down. I think a smart move. Moving around the perimeter, Largent in rhythm. Doesn't get the friendly roll.
Mobley's got to be smart. She could have had a third foul there.
It's Wilkins at the wing. Taking a little bit more time to figure out what they want to do. Peterson at the top of the key.
It looks like they're trying to play a two-man game here.
The three ball just has not been dropping for him. Thrap one-on-one with a Cavalier. She takes it underneath, and another three-point play opportunity for Riley Thrap.
Well, Thrap's done a really good job of being really aggressive going to the basket. And a really nice finish there. Going to her left, but coming back to her right hand is shooting a little scoop reverse layup.
Great job of working through the contact. Not only does it take the physicality, but the concentration as well.
Yep, you're exactly right.
So a timeout called. It'll be Purcell Marian. Probably a good idea there, getting a look at the point differentials this quarter. Big Walnut leading 7-0 here in the second quarter.
A little bit of a slow start here in the second quarter, which You know, sometimes when you have a team that's maybe not as experienced as you've had in the past, you're going to go through a lot of ebbs and flows in the basketball game. And the coaching staff at Purcell Marian using a timeout here to maybe settle them down a little bit, make sure that this 5-point deficit doesn't, you know, explode to 7 or even up to 10 here in the next couple minutes.
I think you're absolutely right, where it's just a 5-point lead, but this is the largest the lead's been all night long, and just setting the tone or the expectation. We can battle back into this one.
Well, and the thing right now that's hurt Purcell Marian, they have 7 turnovers here in the first half, so you got to do a better job of taking care of the basketball. But difficult to do with a team that can put the pressure on you much like Big Walnut can.
So after the timeout, 4:56 remains here in the second quarter. It was the first timeout of the game for either side. Wilkins, top of the key, tries the 3, just rims out.
Almost went to the bank on that one.
I think the bank was closed by about 5 minutes.
Mobley going to try to prove her, but not able to knock it down either.
Oh, and a very late whistle, but in the act of shooting, we'll send him to the free throw line for 2, and that's the break that Purcell Marian needs.
It's going to be Federer's first foul. You see this more and more, not I mean, at the NBA level, college level, now it's come to the high school level, that officials many times will kind of wait to see if the basket goes, and a lot of times they won't call the foul, but if it's missed, they'll call that foul.
Kind of like in the pickup game where you call the and one, you make it, just move on.
So Littleton missing the first of 2.
So Thrapp had the position, but it was the much taller Courtney Peterson who poked it out from behind her. Big Walnut looking at a press up against.
And Peterson's going to come to the bench for a little bit. Giving her a quick rest, probably, I would anticipate.
Bit of a risky pass, but
right there you can see the athleticism of Mobley, able to catch that pass, which was not a very good pass.
Moving it around, Largent with a hand in her face, just rims out.
I mean, both teams doing a pretty good job of just limiting their opponent to 1 shot.
Hicks throwing it away as they were targeting Wilkins. Right into the hands of Mobley, underneath the basket.
Nice
Great heads-up play. Oh, and catches Mobley flat-footed on that one.
Wilkins just running the floor hard in transition, and the guard play of Purcell Marian doing a good job of rewarding her by getting her an easy layup in transition.
And a jump ball tie-up. And we're going the other way. Big Walnut holding on to this 5-point lead.
Looks like Big Walnut going to a little bit of a trapping defense here out of a 2-3 zone.
Forces the dribble pickup, but a timeout called. Purcell Marian, they were able to get it away, but I think just taking the safe bet here.
Yeah, I mean, Big Walnut just showing a quick change in defense there. They went 2-3 zone and just brought the top of the 2-3 zone out to trap the ball handler. They pretty much had a good trap there right at the half-court line. And the coaching staff of Purcell Marian using a quick timeout here, 30 seconds, so they did not have that turnover. So, again, a 5-point lead for Big Walnut here in the second quarter.
That zone seemingly out of nowhere as well. The trap was right in their face, so perhaps something they saw on film. They just want to make that adjustment. 3 timeouts remain for Purcell Marian to Big Walnut 5. They've yet to use one.
So side out of bounds here. They're gonna try to isolate Wilkins in the post.
Wilkins able to work it over Mobley. A tough shot for her, but it puts it back to a 1-possession game.
And Mobley's got to be careful just from the standpoint she's got those 2 fouls. And Wilkins gets a steal there. They're going to probably go right back inside to her, I would anticipate. Kind of a 4-out look here. Would not be surprised to see the post up by Wilkins inside.
Showing the high post, not looking for a screen. Now able to work it backside. Dialing up the 3, but it's far off the basket. 2-on-1 with the numbers, looking to Largent. Steps around the defender, can't get it to drop, but gets her own rebound, but there's a travel. I do think that's the correct call there.
Remy Largent just not able to get off the schneid right now. Has not scored in this basketball game. But good thing if you're Big Walnut, you're up 3, and one of your best scorers has not scored yet tonight, so you got to feel pretty good where you're at right now in the second quarter.
Feels like the sky's the limit, I'm sure.
Yeah.
The 3 ball from Wilkins. Wilkins hasn't found one yet, I don't think. Soroka to Thrap. Now Morris. Mobley rolling down is fouled, they'll say. Take another look at that one. Wilkins picks up her first foul of the game.
Yeah, Mobley just on a little curl cut there and able to draw enough contact to get to the free throw line.
And we have a 4-point game. Substitution coming on the floor. Dameron for Thrap. And there's number 2.
So Mobley with 6 points on the night.
So slowly starting to heat up for her. Of course, has 2 fouls and kind of limited her aggressiveness, but still working a lot of the offense and even the defense through her.
Turn it over. So the half-court defense of Big Walnut caused a lot of problems. They forced 9 turnovers.
Wow. Such a close game. I mean, it feels like
just a little bit surprised. I mean, their pressure on the perimeter has done such a good job that they haven't been able to get the ball inside a lot to Wilkins.
And they say that she dribbles it on the sideline, I believe.
And that's 9 turnovers for the Cavaliers, 7 turnovers for the Eagles. So quite a few lost possessions here in the first half.
Mobley with the steal, but as she's throwing it away, she'll step on the sideline.
Yeah, Mobley with some great help side defense because Wilkins just tried to really post up strong inside. They like that quick lob. Might have been some contact there, but this play on.
Has been
Fine Largent here. I thought she might try to find that 3-point range.
Yeah.
Gonna reset. Mobley's out top with the basketball here. They run her off of a little high back screen out of the high post.
Yeah, looking for high.
Wow, what a drive.
Morris navigating all the way through the defense.
Alexa Morris with 6 points.
Such an impact player, both offensively and defensively. The 3 ball, too short.
Be a jump ball.
Morris getting wrapped up in that one.
I guess they called her out of bounds, not a jump ball.
Oh yeah, the toe.
Yeah, stepped on the baseline. Good call.
All the way by the half-court line. Largent catches, they're napping, now has a one-on-one, and Largent uncaps the lid. Trying a three at the buzzer, no good. So Big Walnut now with a 9-point lead over Purcell Marian, 24-15. Stay with us for the halftime show coming up next.
Feel like I should go. Feel like I should.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
What are we doing?
Blue 41, hut. Jory, I said you have to use your back. You back up into him, then you open up the lane. It's a new technique that we're using.
Yes, coach.
Do it again. Ain't no way I'm doing that again.
Brody, get in here and show them how it's done.
Yes, coach.
This Sunday, we need to get every tailgater a Pepsi to amp up their food's flavor.
We usually work on Sundays.
I'll cancel my plans.
Why would you throw that?
Pepsi does make it taste better.
Try it again with the pork. How do we get to the cooler? It's too crowded.
When in Philly.
Works every time.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story. And those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere, on your schedule. And it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
We'd like to take the opportunity to thank all of our sponsors who support our live and free coverage right here on the OH Report. I'd like to thank NAMI Ohio, the state's voice on mental illness. Sunbury Christian, it's about relationship, not religion. BS Media Productions need a commercial to showcase your hiring, to promote your business or promote that you're hiring. BS Media Productions, the most affordable, high-quality production company in North Central Ohio. Find them on Facebook. Central Star Home Health, when you wish upon a star, care will come to where you are. PepsiCo, food, drinks, smiles, and Spherion Mid-Ohio. Spherion Mid-Ohio is proud to support our local athletes. We know the foundations that make great employees are woven into the teamwork. Focus, drive, and perseverance given in each practice and game. Let's get to work. again, thank you to our sponsors who support our live and free coverage of local high school sports right here on the OH Report. After 2 quarters of play, 24-15 over the Purcell Marian Lady Cavaliers. And in this one, we thought the story was going to be the foul trouble on Mobley, picking up 2 in just the first 3 minutes, but not picking up another one. Credit to her, good peace of mind.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was a big key. And she was close to getting that third one a couple times. Yeah. But you know, fortunately, she did not. Was a little bit surprised that Purcell Marian didn't go at her even more. I mean, they were able to put the ball inside to Wilkins several times, but Wilkins just kind of kicked it out. And I would think maybe here to start the third, that might be an emphasis of trying to get Wilkins the ball and say, hey, let's attack Mobley and see if we can get her third and maybe fourth foul somewhat here in the third quarter.
And they did have success, and the Big Walnuts defense did, in forcing Wilkins out when Mobley was on the bench, but still that side. And if Wilkins heats up while Mobley's on the bench, that could spell a huge change for this game.
Well, Shelby Dameron came in and was really, you know, for a size disadvantage, was really physical with Wilkins inside. That made a difference. And I think, you know, another big difference in the game is just the half-court defense of Big Walnut. They forced 10 turnovers. They've held Purcell Marian to 15 points. They've not made a 3. And although my stats aren't necessarily official, I got that Purcell Marian has no offensive rebounds. So they've done a tremendous job of limiting Purcell Marian to just 1 shot in the first half.
Taking a look at our halftime stats, Purcell Marian with 7 twos, no 3-pointers in the half, 10 rebounds as well as 10 turnovers, 3 fouls, and 1 for 3 from the free throw line. Big Walnut with 9 2-pointers, 1 3-pointer, 14 rebounds, 7 turnovers, 4 fouls, and 3 for 4 from the free throw line. So in terms of fouls, it's been pretty clean, and officials certainly letting them play, but the turnovers, both sides, I'm sure that's a point of emphasis in the locker room right now.
Yeah, it's got to be a point of emphasis, but you know, it's interesting that the fouls, you know, with only 4 and 3, from the standpoint with how aggressive both of these teams play in the half court. So it'll be interesting to see if that continues here in the second half, if the officials, you know, tighten it up a little bit, or they continue to play.
So just under a minute remains until we jump into third quarter action.
Well, I think maybe one of the other big keys, Bryce, is the play that Remy Largent made at the very end of the half, where Purcell Marian was trying to set up for the last shot of the half, and kind of listening to the coach on the sideline and the experience of Remy Largent, just picked the basketball, made a great move to the basket to finish her first 2 points of the night. And sometimes that's all it takes, is to get going a little bit. And if she gets going in the second half, things are going to look pretty good for the Eagles of Big Walnut.
And if that shot hadn't have gone down, or things had gone differently, I mean, that kind of swagger that Big Walnut had coming into the locker room, I don't think it would have been the same feeling or the same energy as it is now.
And the other thing is, we're into the football playoff, big game tonight, but also the NFL playoffs. A lot of times you talk about getting that score right before the half, and then getting the ball to start the second half. And the Eagles are going to get the basketball here to start the second half. So they've got a chance to take this to a double-digit lead, which, you've been around the game a long time. I have. When you look at scoreboard and it's, 9 points, it's a lot different than if it's 11 or 12.
Yeah. We are underway here in the third quarter.
Tried to find Mobley on a little roll, and Purcell Marian forces a turnover here to start the second half.
But can't get it to drop. They call a late whistle against Mobley, I believe. They do. And you hear this crowd erupt. And I get the idea. That's her third, though.
Yeah. They like this. They've liked this quick lob here. Let's see if they go inside to Wilkins here against Mobley to see if they can get another foul on Mobley quickly here. And Wilkins looking to post up.
Working it inside to Wilkins, but it's poked away. Thrapp on the turnover, looking on the other end, picking up the foul. She's been good at that tonight, is drawing the contact, and twice it's gone down for her.
Fouls on number 14. Layla, that's her second.
Well, Thrapp's really been aggressive going to the basket. 2 free throws here with a chance to take it to a double-digit lead. She misses the first, as she's now 1 of 3 from the foul line.
We'll have another try here.
And able to 10-point lead here for the Eagles early in the third.
Working it up to double digits.
And again, great pressure by the guards of Big Walnut. They go a little ball screen here for Wilkins, and she turns it over.
Dribbles off her own foot. Mobley throws it ahead and threads the needle to Thrapp.
Thrapp doing a great job of running the floor, and Mobley making a great pass.
Mobley overzealous on the defense. Good idea to try to force the pressure, but it allowed Wilkins to slip in behind.
Yeah, a little nice over-the-top pass there to get Wilkins an easy layup.
Dameron dishes it out to Largent. Largent.
It's got that touch.
Finds the bottom.
Good shooters find that soft touch, and Remy Largent's one of the best here in Central Ohio.
Almost another turnover for the Lady Cavaliers. They'll take a breath, skipping to the corner, but it's well over the head of the intended receiver and sails out of bounds. Another turnover.
Third turnover here, and we're only 2 minutes into the second half. So 13 total for the game for the Cavaliers. 13-point lead here.
Starting to lay it on.
Running out of a little 1-4 high set here. A little flare screen for Largent.
Largent puts the ball on the floor. Mobley looking baseline. She'll hold up.
Largent's going to, oh, I thought she was going to shoot that one, Bryce. Great pass.
Thrap heating up.
Well, Thrap's got 12 points.
A great idea for Largent, too, having just made the three-pointer. Everybody in the gym thought that she was going to pull up from there.
I mean, we've seen her play a lot, and that's usually a shot she's going to take. But,
yeah.
But a great play there, and shows how unselfish she is as a player. They almost turned it over again.
And it'll be a kick ball. Take another look at that.
Cavaliers basketball, they only have scored 2 points here so far in the second half, with 5:26 left to go in the third. And they turned it over again.
Too much mustard on that one. And Federer with the chance on the transition. No good. A lot of contact underneath on the rebound exchange, but it goes the way of Purcell Marian. They'll work it around the top. Day now skips it out. The three ball, Peterson offline. Thrap can't hold on to it. It'll be an easy one for Wilkins. Cutting the lead to now 13 as we approach the halfway mark here in the third quarter.
Wilkins goes to double digits as she now has 10.
Substitutions, 2 team fouls for either side. Picks up her dribble, now finds Largent.
Mobley double teamed inside.
Looked like a double dribble potentially too, but Largent pulls the trigger. Green light, Remy Largent.
Well, they just kind of ran a two-man game out of that side, out of bounds, with the two best players on for the Eagles in Largent and Mobley, and Largent able to knock down that three.
And a scrounge for the ball.
Mobley's got to be careful. She almost got caught with a reach in there. Block shot. Get a foul.
Let's see who they call the foul against. It'll be against Largent. So I think everyone holding their breath as Mobley was in there, but I don't think making much contact. Claxton can't get the first one to go down. She'll have another try to cut this lead to 15. Can't get it over the front of the rim. And they will say last touch by the Lady Cavaliers, a substitution, but Big Walnut looking at a press in front of them.
Yeah. 2 big missed free throws there by the Cavaliers.
Something they've been struggling with tonight.
Yep. Yeah, one of 5, I believe, right now.
Federer having trouble getting it across midcourt. Finally does, passing it to Mobley. Mobley falling away, and too flat on the shot. Rebound goes to the Lady Cavaliers.
Had a little bump there and was off balance on that jump shot.
Wilkins, the intended receiver, but Largent using the hops to get a hold of that one.
We have the Eagles student section there reminding the officials of the 3-second call inside. Anytime Wilkins puts her foot in the lane, they're starting to count it out.
Just a friendly reminder,
yep.
I'm sure. Yeah.
And there she goes. She got her 4th foul.
So Mobley's got 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, sub her out. I think maybe just sit on it now.
Well, and Sydney's just got to be a little bit smarter. She had Wilkins force like 2 steps off the block and outside the lane. You know, just let her catch it and wall up. But we'll see if they're going to take advantage here. Wilkins inside.
So Wilkins cuts the lead to 14. Federer works it across midcourt despite the pressure.
Nice pass.
Morris now back to Dameron, trying to take it up. Largent has it.
Yep, they're going to reset their offense. Good job here. You can see the experience of a team that's had a lot of success. Being pretty physical out there right now. And Largent from below go.
A deep shot from the beak. Now Morris will try. Morris, bottom!
Well, Morris has come off the bench and had 9 points tonight. That's been huge for the Eagles. And they're going to look to go right inside to Wilkins here. She is fighting for position. And we mentioned the good job that Dameron had done in the first half. Dameron trying to be really physical with her inside.
So offensive rebound for the Cavaliers. They'll take it back up. Taking the foul as well as the basket counts.
That foul is on number 24. That's Rodney's second.
Our second foul of the night.
15 foul for Big Walnut as well. 1:51 remains.
Well, Claxton makes the field goal, goes the line, and completes the three-point play. Her first 3 points of the night.
So getting Morris's three-pointer back. Federer looking ahead. Morris just able to hang on to it. Federer tries a three, a foot behind the three-point line. Offensive rebound goes to Dameron.
Got a little bit of a mismatch inside, but Largent takes the long three.
Largent shooter friendly tonight. Now from the corner, a three on the other end. Hicks, no good, and an over the back foul, the third team foul for the Lady Cavaliers.
Well, a great box out there by Alexa Morris. I mean, I think that might be the second one. I remember we had one in the first half, and I can't remember if it was her or not. But again, you know, boxed out about 2 steps outside the lane, which is what you love to see.
Federer, the point guard, moving along the left sideline, gets it across midcourt, looking at a trap. Thrap has it, the Euro step basket. A shifty move from Riley Thrap.
She's been really good going to the basket tonight, Bryce. I mean, a variety of moves and a variety of finishes.
Caught all the way up at the half-court line. They finally get it away.
Well, this on-the-ball pressure by the Big Walnut Eagles has been a big factor in this game.
And they call a foul there, and not happy are the 2 players underneath.
So the foul goes to Dameron. Was a little concerned there because Federer was near it also. Would have been Federer's third.
Oh, wow. So free throw number 1 counts for him.
And that's Claxton, right? The free throw line makes the first.
That is.
She makes back-to-back free throws.
Had an empty trip once, but
was
making it right.
Has hit 3 in a row here.
And they'll call a foul, 4th team foul as they get behind Federer, just hooking the arm, I think. Yeah, just that.
That foul is on number 10, Tidy. That's her 4th. Subbing into the lineup, number 21, Peterson.
Peterson will check onto the floor.
So Littleton, only a freshman, picks up her 4th and goes to the bench.
30 seconds remain here. Morris throws it away. The Lady Cavaliers have a couple of white jerseys in front of them. Just rolls out of the rim underneath on the offensive rebound, and she's hacked and will go to the line for two.
That foul is on number 12. That's Randy second.
So Riles will go to the free throw line, looking for her first points of the night. And again, she's only a freshman.
A lot of promising young players on this squad.
I think they started two freshmen and 3 juniors.
Wow. Gets number 2, cutting the lead to 13 with just 20 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Thrapp can't get it up. 7 on the clock, rejected at the rim, and out of bounds with 4.1 remaining.
This could be a big possession here. If Purcell Marian's able to get a basket, they would get the ball to start the fourth. So a chance here to cut it to either 10 or 11 off this baseline out of bounds play.
2 on the clock, trying to take it up. Finally, time expires, and do they give it to him?
They gave it to him. I don't know, we may have to take a second look at that one. Peterson missed a shot, got the offensive rebound and a putback.
So that will end the third quarter. 11-point lead for Big Walnut, 40-29. We'll take a quick break.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great.
This Sunday, we need to get every tailgater a Pepsi to amp up their food's flavor.
We usually work on Sundays.
I'll cancel my plans.
Why would you throw that? Pepsi does make it taste better.
Try it again with the pork. How do we get to the cooler? It's too crowded.
When in Philly.
Works every time.
Checking back in for quarter number 4. Big Walnut leading the way 40-29, but that lead has shrank. Sydney Mobley with 4 fouls. They're checking her in.
They tried to go right at her too. So you notice now that they made the switch. She's not guarding Wilkins. She's going to be guarding Peterson, but they go right to Peterson.
Too much on the layup, but she gets her own miss, and a huge bump. Remy Largent takes an offensive foul, and Largent is slow to get up. Pummeled, but a great job defensively positioning and absorbing the contact.
That had to hurt.
Take another look. And thrown. I don't know if it was so much the bump. I think she may have bumped her head or the way that she fell. Cross midcourt. Dameron, now Federer. Mobley has it. Now to Largent. Largent thinks about the three. Thrapp will try the three. Just nicks the far iron and sails out of bounds.
I mean, good look there, just not able to knock down that three-point shot. The Cavaliers have a chance here to cut it into single digits with just about a minute into the fourth quarter. We got another basketball on the floor. A little basketball from the stands. Fan accidentally bounced it on there.
So they'll reset. Looking at a couple of white jerseys in front of them, but they get it across the middle. Now Peterson with the spin move, slips it in.
And I think that's the strength of this Purcell Marian team is Peterson and Wilkins inside.
Remy Largent not squandering that opportunity on the three ball.
We knew she was going to get going. She's got 3 threes here in the second half.
Peterson offline.
Wilkins with an offensive rebound.
But throws it right into the hands of Largent as they look up the floor.
Uh-oh, another spot.
To her left. Can't get it to drop. And they'll say that Big Walnut was on the line.
Yep.
Just over 6 minutes remain here in the ball game.
Great steal.
Dameron just swatting the ball down, leading the break. Now on the low block to the top of the key. Gets her on the pump fake. The floater from Thrapp, and Thrapp with a deadly right hand.
Thrapp may have to put together a tape of this game to show how do you finish at the basket.
And so timeout called.
Basket was by Royals, I believe, wasn't it?
Yes, against the Cavaliers.
So I think that's the first Cavalier three of the night.
Yeah, I think so.
So 45-34 here in the fourth quarter. Quick timeout by Purcell Marian to probably try to set their defense. But that's where the Purcell Marian has struggled tonight. He's been able to make that perimeter shot. In the first half, Big Walnut did a great job of limiting the one shot. Big difference here in the second half. Purcell Marian has 6 offensive rebounds.
Wow.
And when you get those second chance opportunities, you're able to kind of hang in there. So an 11-point game, easily a game you could, get back in with a couple turnovers. Be interesting to see how well Big Walnut can take care of the basketball here down the stretch of this basketball game.
So out of the timeout, looks like we're going to get the same look. So Big Walnut taking it out underneath the basket.
Yeah, the good thing for Big Walnut, I mean, Federer is their main ball handler, but man, they have several kids that can really handle the basketball well. And a long pass to Mobley for an easy finish in transition.
Let her get away from him, and Mobley has an easy 2.
Mobley's 8th point of the night. First 2 of the second half, though. And they're going to call a reach-in foul here.
That one goes against Largent.
I think that's going to be Largent's 3rd foul of the night.
It is.
First team foul, though, of the fourth quarter. So both teams with 1 foul here in the fourth quarter.
Two and a half gone. They'll take it at the top of the key.
Mobley doing a little, trying to front Wilkins inside. They're going to call a travel. Uh-oh. I mean, this is going to be a stat that the Cavaliers coaching staff's not going to be very happy with. They have 18 turnovers for the night.
Wow.
So they had 10 in the first half. They have 8 here in the second.
Oh, right into the hands of Mobley. She can't get
Mobley.
it to go down, though.
They're going to call foul.
They are. So Mobley fouls out.
I think it's going to be Mobley's 5th. Well,
no call yet. I think the officials recognizing how big of a decision this is have a brief conversation.
well, you know, as an official, when you close your fist,
Yeah.
that's a foul. He had his fist closed. So fortunate for Mobley that she did not pick up her 5th foul.
A lot of contact underneath. Wilkins takes it up. Wilkins wants the foul and will have a timeout, I believe. So they have just one timeout remaining with 4:49 in the 4th.
Yeah.
And having a discussion with the officials about, and he's doing the same motion you were saying. He said you made a fist.
Yeah. Coaches would recognize that. I mean, there was a lot of contact, but the official, outside official here, did have his closed fist, which means you're going to call a foul. And then after some discussion, so I'm sure if you're Coach Carrie Largent, you take that turnover over having that foul called.
Taking another look at this here.
I mean, you can see that's a sign that he's calling a foul.
Yeah. So 4:49 remain after the timeout.
I mean, that's one of the things probably coming out of this game right now, if you're going to watch film, if you're going to watch it with Sydney a little bit, is just going to have to be a little bit smarter, because she's also had a couple other situations where she's maybe reached, hasn't gotten a foul called. She's got to stay on the floor a long time for Big Walnut to have the run that they want to have.
Here the bench getting into it. Mobley able to get it across midcourt. Now at the wing, guarded closely by Peterson. Peterson not giving her an inch.
The thing you have for Big Walnut, you have Federer handling the basketball, and she just seems to be a really poised basketball player.
Mobley to the top of the key. Largent tries it. Largent drills it.
Well, she has 12 points, and we said that play at the end of the first half might be big just because you see the ball crew through the basket. She's got 4 threes here in the second. Damron really working hard defensively inside on Wilkins.
Trying the 3 ball is Hicks. Hicks can't get it to drop.
Wilkins with a big offensive rebound, but not able to put it back.
Looking ahead, an overhead pass. Thrap. Oh my gosh. A little bit of Sydney Mobley magic.
Wow. And Thrap with another basket in transition here. She's been really good tonight.
And they'll call the and one against Largent. So Largent's 4th.
Yep. So you have Largent with 4 and Mobley with 4. And Coach Largent's going to take out Remy Largent here with 3:35. And you bring in Alexa Morris, who has come off the bench tonight to score 9. Peterson with her first free throw of the night.
And completes the 3-point play, trimming the lead to 13. Once again, facing the trap.
Well, you put it in this young lady's hands right here. She's a good decision maker. Handles it really well, can take a lot of contact, and then just really sees the floor well also. Mobley with the post up down and the low block.
Takes it up and will go to the free throw line for 2 as she's hacked.
Well, the thing that impresses me with Federer tonight, you take a look at her, she's a right-handed player. Boy, she has a lot of confidence with the ball in her left hand. She handles it a lot with her left hand, which you don't necessarily see a lot in high school basketball, and especially you don't see a lot in girls high school basketball. So a lot of credit to her.
Committed to Southeastern University, I believe.
She's a really nice player. Just nice floor general to have on the floor. Seems to kind of just have a great poise about how she plays.
So I was going to say, poise seems like never phased.
Mobley 3 of 4 from the line tonight. She has 9 points in the basketball game. And she's matched up with a young freshman, I believe. And you also got to be pleased with how Damron's played defense in the post on Wilkins. You know, just giving enough contact to kind of disrupt her a little bit, and being very, very physical. Box set here, and they love this lob play. But they turn it over.
Federer cuts it back. Thrap. Morris thinks about it.
Mobley looking to post up on the low block.
Federer loads, pulls the trigger, and fires.
Well, she has a 3 in the first half and a 3 here in the second, and that was huge.
And an offensive rebound, but they say her back foot was on the baseline.
20th turnover of the night.
Wow.
For the Cavaliers. So if you're Coach Largent, you got to be really pleased with your defensive pressure tonight. How that pressure has forced the Cavaliers into a large number of turnovers. Federer again will handle that ball with her left hand.
Down low to Thrap. Thrap taking it up. Mobley gets the rebound, cleaning up shop. Now with the 19-point lead. And a rejection. I think the intention was to take the charge, but she got a hand on it.
As we said, Federer just an all-around player. Has handled the ball, hit a 3. Defensively shows that, you know, she can step in and really give great help defense. Again, I like this little lob to the middle. And Big Walnut making a nice adjustment there to take it away.
Peterson to Littlejohn.
Goes straight up.
Wilkins with a little bit of contact.
Maybe more than just a little. She kind of cleared some space there, but able to finish the play. And now Mobley's going to handle the ball against pressure here.
Falling on top of it, and a jump ball.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, Mobley just kind of turned her back there, and the Cavaliers able to trap that and force a jump ball. It's going to be Big Walnut basketball, though.
Littlejohn just a little slow to get up. Minute 43 remains. Morris pulls the ball away from the defender. Now
Nice,
down low,
nice
Mobley
back screen.
has the space.
I mean, again, mentioned her the last several minutes, but who set the back screen? Lexi Federer, just helping a teammate get open.
Largent, hot from the three-point land.
Really nice execution out of a baseline, out of bounds play. Largent coming off of a down screen to score that basket.
And Wilkins not willing to go down that easy.
Well, Wilkins with 18 points in the game, and she has 12 of those here in the second half.
So that is their final timeout.
Yep. Yeah, trying to find some magic here late in the basketball game, but it's going to be tough against an experienced team like Big Walnut. I think if you compare these two teams, that's probably the biggest difference tonight. You have a much more experienced basketball team in Big Walnut. Purcell Marian, talented basketball team, but those two freshmen have struggled a little bit against the pressure tonight that Big Walnut's put on them.
Just about 90 seconds remain in the game, and for Big Walnut, despite the foul trouble, you got to be happy with this performance, playing one of the better teams in the state of Ohio, if not the country.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Large is tonight going to be really happy with the 2 games they played here this weekend against 2 really quality teams. And as we said, with a lot of the games going on this weekend, finding some matchups that are kind of tournament-type matchups. This would be a tournament-type matchup that Big Walnut would have to face and overcome.
So a minute remains here in the game. Holding on to an 18-point lead is Big Walnut. Pressure there, Largent with a nice backdoor pass.
I mean, Tharp with 13 points here in the second half.
Off the back iron, rebound Federer looking up the floor. Mobley dishes it off to Largent. Largent adding to her total on the night, and that makes it a 22-point lead.
And Largent with 19, 17 of those here in the second half. And Largent's going to get her fifth foul of the night.
If there's any time to get that 5th foul, 20 seconds remaining isn't the worst time to get it.
Yeah, she just, slapped down on it. She just really needed to, keep her hands straight up. But man, what a second half for her. I mean, we said leading at the half, Big Walnut had to be happy because they knew she was going to get going, and she got going here in the second half.
Unlucky on the first. We'll have another try. Can't get the second one either, but an offensive rebound gives them another shot. Mobley at the baseline. A bounce pass that both players get to a 50-50 ball, ends up into the hands of Thrapp, and Thrapp makes another. You see the student section erupting for the 6-7. Oh, and knocking down a triple at the buzzer.
Claxton, I believe.
So the ball game is over. Big Walnut winning this one 67-46 over Purcell Martin. Stay with us for the post-game show and the MVP interview coming up next.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
What are we doing?
Blue 41, hut, Jory, I said you have to use your back. You back up into them, then you open up the lane. It's a new technique that we're using.
Yes, coach. Do it again? Again. Ain't no way I'm doing that again.
Baroni, get in here and show them how it's done.
Yes, coach.
This Sunday, we need to get every tailgater a Pepsi to amp up their food's flavor.
We usually work on Sundays.
I'll cancel my plans.
Why would you throw that? Pepsi does make it taste better.
Try it again with the pork. How do we get to the cooler? It's too crowded.
When in Philly.
Works every time.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story. And those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule. And it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Decisive 67-46 lead and coming into this game. I don't think we were anticipating the score being this.
No, I would say that no, we were not. But I think two things stand out in the game for me. One, the defensive pressure that Big Walnut was able to force on the Cavaliers of Purcell Marian. They forced 20 turnovers. And then I think the other big key was in the second half, the ability of the Eagles to make perimeter shots, especially Remy Largent, who knocked down 5 threes in the second half, as they had a total of 8 for the game, but 7 of those came in the second half. So that shooting performance makes them a really, really hard team to beat if they're able to knock down perimeter shots like that.
It really was the second half where they started to break away. As we take a look here at our quarter breakdown, but Big Walnut going down in the first quarter 11-9, but the second quarter breaking away 15-4, then 16-14, and 27-17 in the fourth quarter. So I think that breakdown kind of spells what happened in this game.
Yeah, I mean, when you're able to pressure the ball like Big Walnut did tonight, you know, eventually that's going to wear on a team, and I think that wore down a much younger, you know, basketball team, because the guards for Purcell Marian basically were 2 freshmen, whereas you have the experience of a lady that we talked about a lot tonight, Lexi Federer, handling the pressure for Big Walnut. That's a big, big difference in the basketball game.
Taking a look at who each side will be playing next, Purcell Marian will be taking on Cincinnati Hills on the 21st, and Big Walnut will be taking on Westerville South, the cross-conference rival, at 7 o'clock. We'll go ahead and take a look at our post-game stats as well. Purcell Marian, 17 twos, 2 threes, 23 rebounds, 20 turnovers, 11 fouls, and 6 for 13 from the free throw line. And for Big Walnut, 19 twos, 8 threes, 21 rebounds, 11 turnovers, 14 fouls, and 5 for 8 from the free throw line. So really the turnover differential making a huge difference in this game as well.
Yeah, I mean, the difference, again, that pressure was just, you know, pretty much relentless. And it wasn't like it was full court pressure. It was just sitting down in the half court and really putting a lot of pressure on the basketball. And, you know, Coach Largent's got to be really pleased with the number of turnovers that they were able to force. And she's got to be extremely pleased with the game yesterday and the game tonight, how this team has performed. And, you know, you're at that time of the year now where you want to kind of get it rolling, and they're starting to really get it rolling right now. And I believe our player of the game's headed up the steps here.
Yeah, so we will take a quick break and be right back with our MVP player of the game.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, Start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
With UH Report, and I am here with our Central Star Home Health MVP player of the game, and it's Riley Thrapp with a game-high 22 points on the night. Coming up big, congratulations.
Thank you.
And so as a newcomer to this team, getting a lot of minutes and playing a huge role, what has the welcome been like for you?
Really good, actually. Practices have been good. We were scrimmaging against a scout team, so we get really good work in at practice, and we come in ready for all our games.
And coming into this season, what do you think some of the things that you were working on to really elevate your game were, and how do you feel like your success has been in that?
Definitely rebounding and boxing out. Those are the main drills and things we do in practice, and I think I've got really better at, a lot better at that. So.
And flying all up and down the floor. What was kind of the game plan today coming into it, knowing that this is a team that's very familiar with the win column, 4 consecutive state championships? I don't think anyone was expecting the score today. Where do you feel like you got the better of them?
Definitely rebounding and boxing out, because they had a bigger girl, and we definitely had a boxer out, and that was just our main goal, and keep them from scoring and shooting threes. That was our main goal.
And kind of a lid on the basket in the first half there, but the 3-ball opening up quite a bit for you all. And I think it was 7 3-pointers all in the second half. And what is it like when you're able to open the game up like that, knowing that you don't have to go with just the physicality?
It's actually amazing. We have a lot of good shooters on our team, so if it's a game when we have a lot of bigs, we could just, the other team has a lot of bigs, we could just pass it out, and we have a lot of good shooters. So.
Anyone you want to shout out tonight?
My mom.
Awesome. Riley Thrapp, our Central Star Home Health MVP player of the game. Congratulations. I'm sure we'll see you again soon.
Thank you.
This Sunday, we need to get every tailgater a Pepsi to amp up their food's flavor.
We usually work on Sundays.
I'll cancel my plans.
Why would you throw that? Pepsi does make it taste better.
Try it again with the pork. How do we get to the cooler? It's too crowded.
When in Philly.
Works every time.
Take one more opportunity to thank all of our sponsors who support our live and free coverage right here on the OH Report before we close out. NAMI Ohio, the state's voice on mental illness. Sunbury Christian Church is about relationship, not religion. BS Media Productions need a commercial to showcase your business or promote that you're hiring. BS Media Productions, the most affordable, high-quality production company in North Central Ohio. Find them on Facebook. Central Star Home Health. When you wish upon a star, care will come to where you are. PepsiCo, Food, Drinks, Smiles, and Spherion Mid-Ohio. Spherion Mid-Ohio is proud to support our local athletes. We know the foundations that make great employees are woven into the teamwork, focus, drive, and perseverance given in each practice and game. Let's get to work. I'm Bryce Coder, your play-by-play commentator and director for the evening. I'd like to thank Brody Eckelberger over on the camera, as well as Joe Baylog on color commentary. If you're watching at home, please take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Have a great rest of your night.